Canelo has power. That's his natural fighting weight. You're moving up. That's not your natural fighting weight. You have the speed advantage. So are you going to be able to maintain that speed advantage and still be able to pack a punch?
If you can punch, you can punch.
Okay.
You know, it may not have the same effect that it did on a smaller guy, on a bigger guy, but if you sharp, you sharp.
Right.
You know, and I don't got to knock him out. I just got to beat him.
Right.
Canelo's not just a puncher. I don't know why. That's
what people believe, huh?
It's just like this. They don't know boxing. They just looking at him being strong.
The bigger man.
He's a great boxer. You know what I mean?
Right.
People taking away from his boxing skills and just thinking that he's just this puncher when that's not true. So.
Nothing. Just good luck. Same. I say to him, I hope we put a good show September. No like this.
I think Crawford wants this fight a lot. He wants this fight, and I think he will be more active than Canelo's previous opponent. And he has different mentality. He has champion mentality. I think the fight will be much more interesting.
The boxing world is buzzing with both surprise and excitement as the long-awaited fight between Canelo Álvarez and Terence Crawford is finally set for September. Terence Crawford described Canelo Álvarez as the face of boxing and the toughest opponent available, calling it the biggest fight of his career. He expressed his desire to share the ring with another elite fighter. When asked how he plans to defeat Canelo, he responded briefly and confidently, saying people will see for themselves in the ring.
Face of boxing, he's the best fighter for Terence Crawford out there. He's the biggest fight for Terence Crawford out there, so that's why Terence Crawford want to take the opportunity to share a ring with another great.
How do you beat him?
You'll see. Come 12.
Moreover, Amir Khan shared his thoughts on the potential Canelo Álvarez versus Terence Crawford fight, saying it has now become an even bigger and more thrilling matchup. He explained that while Canelo is naturally the bigger and heavier fighter, Crawford's recent performance has raised more questions about how the fight might unfold. Khan believes that size and power alone won't decide the winner. Fighters will need ring IQ, speed, strategy, and complete boxing skills to come out on top. He said this fight brings together two of the best pound-for-pound boxers, and even though Crawford would be giving up weight, it remains a very close and unpredictable fight that could go either way.
Made a bigger fight happen now with Canelo and Crawford. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that one.
Is there more question marks being asked in that fight now? Because a lot of people say, look, Canelo's a bigger guy. He should technically be the bigger guy, have too much weight for Crawford, but from that performance, do you feel like it's a lot tight and there's a lot more question marks in that fight?
Yeah, I mean, you need more than size, you need more than weight, you need more than everything. I mean, I think what you need now is you just need box IQ, the right box IQ, you know what I mean? You need to be smart. And someone like Canelo fighting against Crawford, you need more than power, you need more than speed, you need ring IQ, you need literally everything, because this is the two best pound-for-pound fighters who are going to be fighting each other, even though Crawford is going to be giving away a lot of weight, but I feel that it could go either way.
Hamza Shiraz said he believes Canelo Álvarez will win by knockout, mainly due to the weight difference. He explained that moving up from 154 to 168 pounds to face one of the best fighters in the world is a massive leap, even for someone as talented as Terence Crawford. Still, he added that you can never fully count Crawford out, but in his opinion, Canelo is more likely to score the knockout.
Canelo does win by knockout. I think he does win by knockout, and that's only because of the weight. You can't jump up from 54 to 68 fighting the best of the best, even though you're the best yourself. It's too much of a weight jump, man. But listen, you never know. You can't write off Crawford, but I think Canelo will knock him out.
Dmitry Bivol said he believes Terence Crawford truly wants the fight with Canelo Álvarez and will be more active than Canelo's last opponent. He mentioned that Crawford has a champion's mentality, which will make the fight more exciting. Despite the weight difference, Bivol said Crawford won't allow Canelo to move around and rest whenever he wants, like he did in his previous fight. He added that with Crawford, it will be much harder for Canelo to take breaks during the bout. When asked who he thinks will win, Bivol said he doesn't know but called it a very interesting matchup.
Canelo, I think Crawford wants this fight a lot. He wants this fight, and I think he will be more active than Canelo's previous opponent. And he has different mentality. He has champion mentality. I think fight will be much more interesting.
What do you make of the weight in that fight, the weight difference?
I think Crawford will not let Canelo just walking on the ring when he wants, you know, because we could see this fight. Canelo did everything. When he wanna rest, he could rest easy, you know, in this fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, when he wants to work, that guy didn't give him work. He just rest. And I think with Crawford, it will be harder to rest.
Who do you think wins?
I don't know. It's a very interesting fight, but I don't know.
Jiren Bootsana said he leans more toward Canelo Alvarez winning the fight because Canelo has been stopping bigger opponents, even though he's not a natural 168-pounder. He pointed out that many of Canelo's past opponents likely weigh close to 200 pounds on fight night, yet Canelo still manages to defeat them. He believes the fight will be exciting and that fans are eager to see it. He also suggested that Terence Crawford should take a tune-up fight at 160 pounds to get used to facing bigger opponents, build muscle, and stay sharp while avoiding a long layoff.
You gotta lean more towards Canelo because, like I said before, he been putting big guys out and down, and Canelo not even really a 68-pounder. He probably really should be at 60 maybe, and he been hurting these guys. I think he be dropping these guys and things like that. So, and them guys be way bigger than him come fight night. I know that for sure. They be probably close to 200 pounds, and he dropping those guys like that. So, I don't know. You know, it's gonna be a great fight. You know, the fans want to see it. So, you know, so be it. I think Crawford should take a warm-up fight. You know, at like 60 or like at least at 60, just to get his body, you know, to fill into somebody a little bit bigger. You know, and things like that. You know, I know when you go up in weight, you gotta, you know, develop that power and not develop the power, but like put that muscle on and be heavier and things like that. So he might not want to take a fight because he's trying to build up right now. But I think he should just to stay sharp and that way he don't have like a long layoff or anything like that.
Bootsiana explained that if he were coaching Terence Crawford for a fight against Canelo Alvarez, his focus would be on movement control and precision. He said Crawford would need to stay off the ropes, remain alert, and keep changing his rhythm to throw Canelo off balance. Since Canelo carries serious power, Crawford must avoid being a stationary target, stay busy with his footwork, maintain a tight guard, and use clever setups to stay one step ahead.
Just what I would say. If I, you know, was working with Terence or something like that, I would have him boxing, you know what I mean? Boxing, moving, and when he gets that time up, frustrating, you know what I mean? And that's the only way I could see him, Terence beating him, you know what I mean? Now, Canelo's a puncher, man, you know what I mean? So you can't be laying around on the ropes on him because he punch you in your arm and hurt you, you know what I mean? So you gotta be on, you gotta be on. I mean, boxing, moving, little shake here, little fake there, you know what I mean? Hands up. Gotta be right, man. You know what I mean? I think that's gonna be a great fight, man. People counting Terence out. I'm not counting.
Edgar Berlanga believes that, in boxing, anything is possible and considers Terence Crawford a legendary and exceptional fighter. However, he feels that Canelo Alvarez holds the advantage in size and weight. While Berlanga respects Crawford's skills and ring intelligence, acknowledging that he can compete with anyone and possibly even outperform them, he still emphasizes that Crawford should never be underestimated despite Canelo's physical edge. Berlanga highlights Crawford's greatness in the sport.
We believe, you know, that, you know, anything can happen in boxing, you know what I'm saying? And Terence Crawford is a legend. He's great. He's a great fighter. The only thing I see that I favor Canelo is that, you know, is his weight.
Yeah.
And that he's more bigger. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. But as far as skill set wise, IQ, I feel like Crawford can match anybody and probably do way better. You know what I'm saying? But you know, Crawford is a legend, bro.
Yeah.
You know, and like I said, you can't.
Roy Jones Jr. shared his perspective on the potential fight, calling it an exciting matchup for boxing. While he acknowledged that some may have doubts, Jones believes the outcome could go either way depending on how Canelo approaches the fight. He warned that if Canelo fights recklessly, he could lose, but if he uses smart tactics, it will be a tough battle. Regarding Crawford, Jones emphasized the importance of making the weight limit and maximizing his strength for the bout, stressing that staying within the limit will be key to his success.
Canelo, you know, done deal. Looks like the fight is signed. What's your thoughts on this fight, man?
Man, it's a great fight for boxing. I know people don't agree with it, but if Canelo fights one inkling of the wrong fight, he's gonna lose. If he comes out and fights the right fight, it's gonna be a tough one. So right now, I think it go be either way, but it depends on what type of fight Canelo fights.
You've been a guy that's moved up in weight class. How do you think Terence Crawford should handle the weight? Should he come in lighter? Should he come right around the weight limit?
Come in as big as he can get. If you get to the weight limit, because there is a weight limit, get to the weight limit.
Errol Spence Jr. believes Terence Crawford has what it takes to challenge Canelo Álvarez and achieve something great. Spence expressed his support for Crawford, stating he would back him if the fight happens, though uncertain about the outcome. He feels Crawford, in his pursuit of greatness, is capable of pulling off such a challenge. Spence also noted that since Canelo has moved up to 175 pounds to face fighters like Kovalev, Crawford, who started his career at 147 pounds, should be able to rise to the challenge as well.
It could happen. I mean, why not? If Crawford wanna challenge himself to be great, let him try to be great. So you know what I'm saying, I'm with it. So I'll be going for Bud. If he fight Canelo, I'll be going for him. I mean, I don't know if he's gonna win or lose, but I definitely be going for Crawford. I think if anybody can pull it off, he can pull it off. Yeah. He's chasing greatness, so why not? Canelo came up to 175 and all that, and fought Kovalev and fought the other guy too. So I mean, if he can do it, he started at 147. So I mean, if he's doing it, why can't Crawford do it?
Brian Bomack McIntyre, Terence Crawford's trainer, kept the specifics of the fight private but expressed enthusiasm for the challenge ahead. He's excited to watch Crawford rise to the occasion and prove his greatness. Bomack believes Crawford is one of the top fighters in boxing, and as his coach, his job is to help lead him to victory with the support of the entire team, including Red and Bernie.
First off, how excited are you about it, and break the fight down for us?
Well, I ain't gonna break the fight down for you because I don't want to get a game plan away. But I'm excited for Terence more than anything to get the fight that he wants, to show the world that he's great. He's great, one of the greats that laced up the gloves. And so it's my job as a trainer. It's a job of Soul, a job of Red, whoever else is coming in camp with us, Bernie, to lead him to that win.
Bomack also pointed out that Crawford must have seen something in Canelo when he decided to call him out. He emphasized that it is Canelo who is being challenged, showcasing Crawford's confidence in his ability to win. Bomack stressed that their focus is on helping Crawford achieve that goal and come out on top. Like
this, the man must have seen something when he called Canelo out, because you got to remember, Bud called Canelo out. So he must see something in order for him to get that win, and he know he can win. So like I said before, it's our job to get him to that point.
Caleb Plant praised Terence Crawford for his strength and punching power, noting that Crawford is versatile and able to switch between orthodox and southpaw styles with ease. He admired Crawford's ability to control different distances in the ring, whether up close, at mid-range, or from the outside. Plant shared his excitement for the fight but acknowledged the uncertainty of the outcome, which is why so many fans are eager to see it unfold.
I give him a chance. Terence is freakishly strong. He can punch. He's got good crack. He can fight from both ways. Orthodox, southpaw. He can fight at mid-range, close range, outside, and he can fight going both ways. So it's exciting. It's exciting. It's a big question mark on the end of it, though. So that's why, I'm sure all of us are excited for that bell to ring and, be able to find out firsthand.
Plant also offered some advice to Crawford, urging him to stay true to his style. He emphasized that Crawford's skill set allows him to adapt to different situations and switch stances effortlessly. Plant encouraged Crawford to stay calm, enjoy the journey, and focus on having a strong training camp, believing that the key is to let the fight play out naturally. We'll
just encourage Terence to be himself. As I said before, from the inside, mid-range, outside, southpaw, right hand, moving left, moving right, he can do it all. So I would encourage him to stay relaxed, go in there, have fun, have a good camp, and let the dice roll, right?
Jim Lampley expressed doubts about Crawford's readiness for a fight against Canelo, citing Crawford's previous bout with Israel Madrimov as a warning. Lampley believes Crawford struggled with adjusting to a higher weight class, and the idea of moving up even further to face someone like Canelo raises concerns. While acknowledging Crawford's talent, Lampley worries that Canelo's physical size and strength at super middleweight could reduce the advantages Crawford usually relies on. Lampley doesn't question Crawford's heart or ability, but feels his weight jump might affect his effectiveness in the ring.
What do you think about the fight now that you just witnessed Canelo Alvarez again in a masterclass performance?
I love Terence Crawford, and I want him to have what he wants. But off of what I saw tonight and what I saw in Los Angeles last month when Crawford was fighting Madrimov, I am more than ever concerned that he's not big enough, and not big enough to be able to move around the ring and muscle Canelo in the way that he would have to ward off those really vicious inside power shots.
Andre Ward expressed strong confidence in Terence Crawford's ability to take on Canelo Álvarez despite the significant challenge of moving up in weight. While acknowledging the difficulty of the weight jump, Ward stressed that no one has yet proven they can break Crawford's resolve or outthink him in the ring. He made it clear he wouldn't bet against Crawford, as no one has shown the ability to defeat him. Ward emphasized that his confidence in Crawford's skills is not meant to undermine Canelo, but rather to highlight his faith in Crawford's capability to overcome any opponent.
I'm going with Terence Crawford. Big weight jump, a dangerous fight, but somebody's got to prove to me that they can break Terence Crawford's will and that he can't figure it out against you. It ain't no disrespect toward Canelo, but I've said this the last couple of years. I'm not betting against Terence Crawford against nobody right now. You got to show me that you can beat him.
Terence Crawford has shown great skill in the lower weight classes, including super lightweight, welterweight, and super welterweight. However, Mark has expressed doubts about Crawford moving up further in weight, suggesting it may not be the best decision. He referenced Crawford's performance against Madrimov, where Crawford appeared slower and less powerful, indicating that a higher weight class might not suit him well. While praising Crawford's defense and punching technique, Marquez believes the weight difference could give Canelo a significant advantage in the fight.
I don't like the fight because Terence Crawford is a good fighter, but in the sport of boxing, has divisions. You know what I mean?
Right, weight classes.
Yeah, weight classes
for a reason.
Weight classes and Terence Crawford is a good fighter in super lightweight, welterweight, super welterweight, but I think more. I remember when Terence Crawford fought with Madrimov.
Yes.
He looks slow. He looks with no power. And three more divisions, two more divisions. I think it's a top fight for Terence Crawford. But Terence Crawford is a great fighter. He has a great defense. He has a good combination punches. But I think the weight class is no good for him.
Mikey Garcia shared his thoughts on the potential Crawford versus Canelo fight, admitting he's not particularly excited about it, but believes it will happen due to the massive financial rewards. Garcia pointed out that Crawford would likely accept the fight because of the enormous payday, which would be the biggest of his career. He also suggested that Canelo may see the fight as one where he has little to lose, even if he suffers a defeat, with a potential payout of $80 to $100 million or more. Garcia believes Canelo will take the challenge without hesitation.